We going in, y'all. We going in. I wanted to talk to this. Man, look, I was getting ready to make a video 3 o'clock in the morning. You know what I mean? Because that's how important this shit is right here. Now, I'm going to play this video for y'all. I want y'all to share this shit with anybody that you can. Especially if you're going through it. Now, when I get done the video, you can go back and watch it. This is the name of the video. Do you hear a constant hissing sound in your ear? Here's what's wrong. Now, look, when you listen to these people talk, of course, this is the news. Now, she kind of sexy too. But anyway, this is the news, man. You know, of course, they not gonna say. I don't even know if the guy even really know what's really going on. You know, he could be just a paid doctor or whatnot. You know, shout out to what's the channel name? Look Out for Charlie. Now, I don't know if y'all familiar with him. I haven't watched anything recent from him. I don't think he did anything recent. I usually get notifications if he do, but he was one of the ones that always talk about frequencies and he record frequencies and shit like that. And he also talk about auditory sounds and shit. And he also mentioned this right here. You know, getting your potassium iodine. You know what I mean? Because that's what works with the metals and shit. Because remember, when you're going through this shit, they pumping your brain with radiation and shit like that. And this is what's causing the auditory sounds and the tinnitus that's in that ringing in your ear and all that shit. Because you're receiving the ringing in your ear, it's going to get worse if you don't jump on it. Now, like I said, I encourage y'all to when I get done, I encourage y'all to watch this video on your own. I mean, I done put it, everybody in the comment going through it. It was crazy. I was reading people's comments, man. When you check it out, you're gonna see my comments. I done copy paste, some shit all on the damn channel if they ain't deleted. You know what I mean? So let me know if you don't see my comments on there, if y'all do go check it out. So let me go ahead and let this play.
Is joining me in studio, and we're going to be answering your social media questions. Hello.
Greetings.
Now, the first question we have is from our Facebook page. This user says, I have this terrible sound in my right ear that just won't go away. It's like wind blowing in my ear. I've had it for about 6 months, and it's so irritating. Now, that sounds really irritating.
Oh, do you think they're married? Could it be his wife?
Yes, I was thinking that.
Yeah, see, he's just being a little sarcastic and shit like that, but that's some real shit. That wind sound. Comment below if y'all getting that. When you read the comments, people was spelling it, yo. They was like, I keep hearing WHOOSH or some shit. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. I'm trying to tell you, y'all. You cannot. The moment I woke up to this gang stalking shit, I realized that they've been doing this shit for a long time to people. This been going on for a long time. When it was my turn, so I was like, okay, I was never like, oh man, why am I the only one going through this? Nah, I knew that this been going on for many years. That's been swept under the rug, because the moment I started, I woke up to the street theater, and I saw the whole, just fucking, especially when you're in the city and you thousands and thousands of people out there just mobbing your ass. I was like, nah, ain't nowhere in the world this shit just started happening. You know what I mean? This been going on for years. So check it out.
The sound in his right ear for 6 months. Maybe he's newly married.
The first question is, did you get married 6 months ago?
I'm teasing. That sound of having an unpleasant hissing sound in your ear is something that a lot of patients complain about. And the medical term for that is tinnitus. Some people say...
Now, remember, he's a doctor. So I don't know what kind of doctor, but he's a doctor. You already know that most of these doctors been bought and sold.
Tinnitus. And that is a hissing, it's an irritating, constant buzzing or whispering sound that is generated in the ear.
Sounds horrible.
And it's very difficult to concentrate on other things while that sound is there all the time. It's almost, people use the term, I'm inside my own head. It's so close to you, it's like having a toothache or tooth pain.
No, the gang stalkers are inside your head.
It's really right. That sound is there all the time. It's almost, people use the term, I'm inside my own head. It's so close to you. It's like having a toothache or tooth pain. It's really right here. You can't ignore it. You can't just put it aside and get back to it later.
Right.
So often the association with tinnitus is an ear problem. You get peripheral causes of tinnitus, which is...
And that's where he's wrong right there. He says the ear problem. It's not an ear problem. This is something that's going on inside the brain. This is something that's going on inside the brain, yo. It's not an ear problem. You're hearing auditory sounds because they're doing it. They're pumping your brain with that radiation, and then they can somehow, these bastard ass, motherfuckers that's, in their fucking bedroom that's playing with the remote neural monitor and creating the auditory sound. It ain't nothing but sound waves being projected. So they know how to project. They know how to project the sound waves through your ear canal. You see what I'm saying? Because they done already implant you. They implanted your fucking brain with the metals. You know what I'm saying? You got the metals inside the brain and all the radiation and shit, and then they go ahead and project the sound through the motherfucking that auditory sound through your fucking ear canal, and that's how you pick up the sound. So it's not your ears.
The ringing in the ear that involves obviously the ear itself and the structures in the ear. Now you've got an eardrum or a membrane that separates the outer part of the ear with the middle ear where the bones are housed and the inner ear, for example. And you could have serious, obviously, diseases that occur that affect the membrane itself, the tympanum, and make holes in it. Diving, barotrauma, for example, with deep sea diving. You could also have infections that cause perforation of the eardrum. And then tinnitus often arises when you've got a bit of inflammation or irritation as part of the middle.
Yeah, inflammation. Yeah, now where the fuck is this inflammation coming from? You see what I'm saying? Like he's saying some shit, but somebody or something is creating the inflammation.
Yeah, or inflammation itself of the nerve in the ear.
Right.
Often it's accompanied with associated symptoms of vertigo, where the sensation is that the world is spinning, compared to dizziness, where you just have a bit of instability, really. And that's important to know. And then the nausea often accompanies that as well. So very interesting to note the onset of this tinnitus. Was it acute, in other words, sudden, or did it come on progressively over a slow period and get progressively worse? So what this specific patient would need is a very detailed and a good ENT examination. So they'll have to be examined by a professional practitioner that examines the local structures of the ear first. You do, however...
Could you imagine that, y'all? If we go get some type of MRI brain scan, we have a lawsuit then.
Do get symptoms in the ear as well that arise because of things like blood supply to the nerve that goes to the ear. In other words, you can even get inflammation of the vestibulocochlear nerve, which is the eighth cranial nerve, which goes to the ear. And that's also important to keep in mind when taking a good history from someone that complains of tinnitus.
What's the most common way to get tinnitus?
I think the most common cause would be secondary to infection. That would probably be the number one cause.
What created the
How do we
infection?
treat it?
Well, I think decent evaluation in terms of the examination of the ear, looking specifically at mechanical issues that could be causing this erratic signal or sound produced in the ear. And often,
You hear that?
if nothing is seen locally, they have to do
You hear what he just said?
an MRI scan, which is a very
shit.
detailed scan, to
Boy.
look at the deeper structures of the ear and visualize, for example, very mechanical issues that could be the examination
Mechanical
of the ear,
issues.
looking specifically at mechanical issues that could be causing this erratic signal or sound produced in the ear, and often
This what? What did he say, y'all?
if nothing causing this erratic signal or sound.
What?
Specifically at mechanical issues that could be causing this erratic signal or sound.
A
Specifically
signal
at
and a
mechanical
sound.
issues that could be causing this erratic signal or sound produced in the ear. And often, if nothing is seen locally, they have to do an MRI scan, which is a very detailed scan, to look at the deeper structures of the ear and visualize, for example, the bones and even the nerves as they leave the ear.
Can tinnitus lead to more serious disease?
Well,
Signals and sounds, y'all. That's what we battling with. We battling with the signal. The signal is what's creating the sound, the frequency. This is a frequency war.
A lot of people develop emotional complications.
I can imagine.
You can imagine how irritating it is. It affects their sleep, for example. It can give them a lot of mood involvement. And a lot of people actually get quite helpless and can actually lead to even suicide when they can't stop the sound in the ear. Actually lead to even suicide. And a lot of people actually get quite helpless and can actually lead to even suicide when they can't stop.
They can't stop the sound. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Never judge nobody, man. You don't know what the fuck is going on in somebody's life.
The sound in the ear. So it can definitely affect you in a very adverse way if not dealt with properly.
Well, there you have it. If you're suffering with tinnitus, you should definitely see your doctor. If you have a question for our in-house doctor, Dr. Darren Green, you can leave that in the comment section below this video.
I'm trying to tell y'all, man. This shit is real. I'm speaking from this is my experience. You know what I mean? This ain't no theory. Not when you're living it, player. You know what I mean? So if you're going through this is what you're gonna need. You're gonna need this. You're gonna need this. And you're gonna need that motherfucking Ginkgo. Alright? With that being said, man, like, share, subscribe. Holla back.
Two tried to leave, they were killed. Two were about to try, you know what happened. Now, we have reason to believe that your house is bugged. Your phones are tapped. Your office is wired. They may follow you. They may be here in Washington as we speak.
Are you saying my life is
I'm saying that your life as you know it is over.